What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the 732 Goonies Garage YouTube channel. And today we're going to get started on pulling the B20 VTEC back out of my 1995 EG hatch. Now you may be curious as to why I want to pull the swap back out. There's a couple reasons why I want to take this back out of the car, but one of the main reasons is it's in 2 days and we kind of rushed it a little bit. And I was moving the car in the driveway and all three of these studs going into the transmission just totally stripped out of the trans. So it's going to be interesting. I've never pulled one of these transmissions apart, but we're going to have to pull that side casing, and I have another GSR trans that has the good side casing that we need. So we're going to be doing that. But just for today, I don't know how much time we have. It's after work. I'm a little tired, but we can get some stuff done. I mean, we still got daylight. We got lights, obviously. I don't want to be out here all night, though. We're gonna start prepping the engine bay and everything else without jacking the car up because I need help. I need somebody to help to move it, because also when that mount snapped, we kind of screwed up an axle. So I also need to get my hands on new axles, and that's about it for now. There's a lot of cleaning up to do in here. I didn't really want to throw the engine in here like this, but hey, you know, gotta do what I gotta do. So it's coming back out. Gotta drain all the fluids, and it's not gonna be fun. But for now, we're just gonna take a decent amount of stuff, the wiring harness, stuff like that, out of the car, so we can have some more room to work and see what I want to clean up and whatnot. But we're gonna get started there. So let's go. Also, as you can see here, there's a bunch of oil being dumped. I can see the blue from the head gasket there. I believe it's a Felpro gasket. I want to replace it anyway, so we're going to be pulling the head after the engine's out. Just got to figure out how to get my hands on another engine stand because they're all being used right now. Could probably take that B18A1 off, but I just want to replace a couple gaskets, cam seal gaskets, stuff like that. You know, head gasket, do head studs, and get this thing ready to be turboed, and, you know, get rid of a whole bunch of this junk. Like, we don't need any of that. So I just want to get rid of a whole bunch of clutter in this engine bay and clean everything up really nice. And I also gotta get my hands on a fender. I want one carbon fender. If anybody knows where or has one and they want to sell it to me and it's not gonna be a pain in the ass to put on because I know they have fitment issues, let me know. Hit me up. I will be interested in buying a carbon fender. All right, well, after a few minutes of fighting with this thing, engine harness is officially out. I haven't taken this one off yet, so some things are giving me a little bit of a pain, but we got it. So just gonna keep throwing all the parts in the rear hatch for now so we don't get it mixed up with anything else. I've been juggling around the garage because, you know, cars came, cars left, so shambles. I still got stuff everywhere. It's, you know, it's whatever. I want to start getting this car, getting progress at least done on this car, so I could actually enjoy myself and not waste my time on video games all day. So the current state we're left in is one axle's broken, so we don't gotta worry about popping that guy out to at least get the swap out. Still need to get the bitch pin out, still need to get this axle out. Problem is, car's so damn low and I don't have a low profile jack, so I gotta figure out something to somehow to get the jack stands back underneath the car and take the hubs apart again. So that's where we're at now. So we're gonna be trying to get that shit out and then hopefully be pulling the swap today. All right, guys, so it's about that time. Yeah, it's dark out. The bitch pin was 6 broken fingers later, but it's out.
And yeah, we're about to lift this thing out. Sadly, I don't think I'm gonna be setting up the tripod. I'm just trying to get it out. I mean, maybe going back in, I'll do the whole process, but hopefully it'll be a lot cleaner going back in. So, all right, so here we are about, say 10 minutes later. Engine's out. I made a mess on the floor. That's good enough for me. I still feel like shit, so we'll pick up when we pick up. Okay, so we are back again. Here is a close-up of where those studs are supposed to be. You can see some threads laying around and whatnot. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. But I went to Home Depot. I got some degreaser, so we could also use something like that in the engine bay. Not too sure. Still gonna cover a lot of stuff up. It's really not that bad from the last time I power washed it, but it could be better. So I'm gonna make it better. While it's out, while I have the time, I'm gonna take my time and make it look okay. So that's also what we're gonna be doing with the engine. Still gotta separate engine and trans. Transmission is still not drained, and have to free up that engine stand for this guy right here so we can replace what we need to replace and clean up what I want to clean up, which is pretty much everything. So this is going to be a before of the front of the block and some of the transmission probably. All right guys, so we cleaned the front a little bit. My hands are filthy. Besides the fact, it took a whole can of brake clean to get it like that, and decent amount of degreaser and scrubbing. So it is not going to play nice with us. Just had a little help getting this transmission off because the main shaft was stuck. And it's looking like this thing could probably use a new clutch, especially if we're gonna boost it. So probably gonna order up one of those. And we're just gonna keep on working. Time belt, water pump, tensioner is all looking new, so we're good there. And probably just gonna end up doing oil pan gasket, valve cover gasket with the O-rings, cam seal gasket, head gasket, head studs, and maybe intake manifold gasket. Depends if I want to take it off, which I probably will. And it looks like it has a traditional, it doesn't look like it has a thermal gasket in there, so replace that with a thermal gasket, and probably exhaust manifold gasket as well. And we'll see how we're doing there. Gonna need to get some Honda Bond or some more silicone to get this side of the transmission off and put back together, which is also going to be a pain in the ass. But who likes stuff when it's easy? You know, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So let's keep on plugging away. All right, so we made some progress here. He used a lot of copper spray. I would say probably a little too much, or it was a little too wet when he put it on. Because I use copper spray too, and I don't know, I've never really seen it like this much stay on there. Also, we got the head over here. This is what the gasket's looking like. It doesn't look terrible, but like I said, it looks like just a lot of copper spray. So I don't know if it like kind of was messing with it to begin with. I don't know. Over here on the motor is like a really kind of dirty, I think it was here, really like dirty, kind of like sandy dirt freaking what do you call it, like, what's this buildup called?
Schmegma.
No. Like when calcium kind of.
Calcium buildup?
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. The cooling system looks kind of filthy. So we're gonna keep on chugging along, but thank God we can get this head gasket situation straightened out. It was a Felpro, I did call it. Cheapy AutoZone. So we're gonna do the head studs and the head gasket and continue on with life. All right guys, so for spraying, degreaser, and scrubbing and wire wheeling this block after hours. It's kind of hard to see, it's still a little wet. I rinsing it down with water. Hit it with the I hit it with the leaf blower, but it doesn't get it fully dry. There's all the crevices in the motor. But it's looking a lot better than it did. We still have some work to do here. and here on the bottom of the oil pump. But overall, it's not looking too bad. I'm gonna take all this stuff off and probably clean it up. This coolant hose, I guess, slash tube. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're gonna end off today. Got a good portion done on this. I think we're just gonna paint it OEM silver type paint. Heat paint, of course, and yeah, pick up in the next.